Hey guys, my name is Sean. I'm a houseplant enthusiast from Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm in a parking lot here in North Jakarta in Sunter area, and this is actually a place where I was born. And in case you're wondering why I'm not sometimes looking at the lens, that's because I'm sometimes checking out myself in the screen. I haven't really figured out this selfie thing. I'm really bad with cameras. But anyways, I'm here for a JAFF, it's Jakarta Aroid something festival, maybe food festival, because this place is actually the food center. But I really am not sure what's happening upstairs. There's an aroid contest, there are some booths, and I was invited here last minute by Mr. Han, and I couldn't say no, so I'm popping by. I'm actually only here for about an hour because I have a plant swap to go to. So let's see. I hope there's not noisy up there. I hope it's interesting. If it's not interesting, you would not see this intro because this video wouldn't see the light of day, but I guess well, let's find out. Alright, I guess it's quiet enough here for us to film and there's not too many people. I guess I'm early, but again, I'm rushing another event at in an hour from now. Hi. Hello, this is Sally from Sushi Garden. Hello. So you're one of the organizers, yeah, this in here. And we did a video before, so I'm going to link that video up above for her tour. And it's nice to see you. And this is Pak Han over here. Hi. So these plants, they're actually for sale. They are not for competition. The only competition here is the Syngonium contest, and I believe that's probably the first time that it's been held here in Indonesia, because Syngonium is kind of the outlier for aroids. There's not really a category for them yet. So yeah, these are for sale, and the ones over here on the table, these are going to be up for auction. It's probably worth checking them out, although by the time the video come out, the auction may have been over, because right now it's a very competitive time to for the sellers to sell their aroids. They're really, really beautiful aroids. There's a lot of supply coming in. So yeah, I'm really sad that like the international market cannot access the auctions here, but the local market can bid live online, or they can come in person. So that's really cool. We've got some beautiful, beautiful plants. Look at Florida beauty here. This is such a, look at that new leaf. This is beautiful. And look at this Monstera. I think this is the Monstera mint. Look at that. The vendors here and the organizers are some serious aroid collectors, rare aroid collectors. So there's going to be a lot of really interesting aroids here. But yeah, there's a lot of really random Adansoniites here and an obliqua in this enclosure. That one's really pretty. This is the Philodendron haltonanianum. I don't know if I said that correctly. Look at this big leaf. This is so massive. They're normally sold in a smaller size, and this one's actually pretty pricey. I think 100. Is it, how many zeros is that? Like 18 million? Yeah, it's 18 million. That's actually quite a good price for this, because again, as I mentioned, they're usually sold as single leaf cutting, and this is many cuttings already. And there's some Syngonium pink salmon here. This is the first time I've seen it. I would have guessed that this was the confetti. That one's the confetti over there. Look at that one here. He's putting out a baby leaf. Some red spot tricolor here, and that is the price. 5 million, 6 million. Syngoniums are so expensive, you guys. This is crazy. This is also a red spot tricolor. There's some Syngoniums here. Oh my gosh, look at that one there, back there. It's the Syngonium Moonlight Variegated, it says. And it's going for, how many is that? 250, no, so it's 25 million. Ooh, okay. With Indonesian rupiah, there's just too many zeros. This is the Scindapsus Superstar. This one's got a lot of zeros. It's 23 million. Yeah, that's kind of a lot. This is the Scindapsus Moonlight Variegata. They're still very new to the market, so they're coming in a bit hot. Actually, that's the one I have. I'm glad that I have a species ID now. I have this and I've been propagating it. A lot of these Scindapsus variegated used to be cheap, believe it or not. In the beginning of the pandemic, I actually sought them out because I had a feeling their prices would go up. So I bought only one. I regret only buying one. There were quite a few on sale for less than 1 million Indonesian rupiah. And now look at their price. That's insane. This is a beautiful Tomatophyllum sonora variegata, and I know that the label is here. I don't really know my Tomatophyllums that well. 200 million is the Black cherry, yeah, the Philodendron black cherry, 118 million, sorry, 18 million. How cute. This is the black cardinal variegated. And it is 50 million. Oh my gosh, 50 million for this. That's crazy. But I guess people do have that kind of money to buy these things. This is a Homalomina. This is Pendula variegata. I'm learning all about all these species here. I'm really glad that they labeled all the species here. This is going for 30 million. Is it? Again, I have to make sure I'm getting the zeros correct. Sometimes there's one more zero. I wish Indonesia just took out all the zeros. We don't really need that many zeros, to be honest. We could have turned it into like a dollar thing. This is a domesticum, is it? Yeah, a domesticum sport. 30 million. This is a violin variegata. 22 million. Oh my god, these are all like seriously in my wish list. So a lot of the aroids that we think have gone in price are because they are become quite common. But these guys, they are still very, very, very rare. They're still very difficult to find. So this may be the next trend for aroids here because only a handful of collectors have them, and then people will post them on Instagram and they'll become more popular. But of course, with everything, the price does tend to come down after they've come up. But it's all you buy it now, you really have to propagate it and make a return for it. So you have enough money to buy the next batch of rare plants. That's how you catch up with the rare aroid game. Because there are actually many ways that people have been profitable just upturning their purchases. So you just have to be very smart and business savvy. At the same time, you need to have a lot of passion for plants. So I really have a lot of respect for these aroid collecters because again, these are expensive, but their money don't come from nowhere. They have come from propagating, buying the right plants at the right time. This is a Goldie Eye variegated. It's definitely 111 million Indonesian rupiah. And this is still a baby, can get pretty big. My goodness. That is the bigger form, I believe, and this is probably more expensive. Look at how beautiful this variegation is. This is really nice, and this is actually a new leaf. It hasn't hardened fully yet. And there's one unfurling coming along the way. Oh my god, all these plants that I don't know, I may be able to own this in like 10 years time when their prices have stabilized because it's gonna take a while. Tomatophyllums, they're not the fastest growers, but very, very nice. Look at that. They actually like a lot of bright light, but the variegated ones are probably very difficult to care for because they cannot take too much sun. And this one, Billy Thai, is so crazy. This is a little bit pink. Maybe this is still unfurling. Huh. No, sorry, that's an older leaf. Yeah. That is crazy. That is so crazy here. Wow. There's more variegated Billy Thai here. I'm really glad I got mine. I should 10 million Indonesian rupiah. At the time I thought it was super crazy expensive. And now they've gone up like maybe tenfold. There are more Scindapsus here. Look at them. They're so precious in their VIP cloche here. This is 100 million, or is it 10? 10 million for the jade satin. And there's some more here. This is the Tubii Moonlight variegated, and this white. That one there. It's actually very pretty. The white is very, very white. And then the jade satin variegated. I'm still new. This one's the oh my god, this is so nice. This is the Scindapsus platinum. This one's actually only 2 million. I can kind of afford it, but I'll have to like break my piggy bank open for this. Look at how nice it is. It's hard to see because there's a glass in the way, but it's super nice. This is the Burlemar's Fantasy. Oh my gosh, 12 million. I just had a video on these last week. This one's so cute. This is a Philodendron. See? It says here 37 million. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at the variegation on this, my goodness. This one's the sibling. It's very splashy with the pink. This is turning into a Scindapsus video. There are some really cool Scindapsus here. This is Silver Lady. Oh my god, they're variegated form. This is the Moonlight Mint. gosh, look at that, very nice. And then what else is there? This is the Tubii. We saw the white variegation, but this is the yellow version. And this one says it's a Cebu marble. I wonder if this is the Apipremnum Cebu blue. That would be crazy if it is. This one says Scindapsus mayarin variegata. 31 million. Oh my gosh. Scindapsus exotic. No, the exotica variegata is actually quite nice. Oh my gosh. This is a Tubii marble. It does look like the Apipremnum something. Not my favorite, that one. But then this is the Moonlight. This is white. Oh my god, yeah, this is turning into a Scindapsus video. It takes a lot of guts, by the way, to collect these because they are very expensive. And I've been watching the life sale for these Aroids, and my goodness, people do spend money on these. That's crazy. And the nurseries usually will chop them up because they have this intuition that these plants will be worth money soon. So it's a really, really business-oriented and really mindset that I actually don't have. But I have a lot of respect for people who can turn this around and into big businesses. Here are some of them. Really fast because I'm gonna get a copyright strike from background noise. This one's interesting. What is this one? This is the Syngonium chiapense variegata. Look at the new variegation. This is coming hot. This, I believe, is the Ficus shiveriana. Let me see if it is. Yeah, it is. It says Shiveriana Moonshine. Yeah, it's gonna get very noisy. This is the Philodendron Williamsii. It looks like a baby still. Philodendron Bob. In form is already rare. I can't imagine the variegated one of these. Rhaphidophora megasperma variegata. Super cool, 15 million. Feel free to reach out to Sushi Garden, by the way. They do export. So this one's the Caladium Antaraja. That is so weird. Antaraja is the name of a courier service here. 21 million, or 2 million, sorry, 2 million. And this is actually really, really beautiful. Look at this. I hope that you can this is Jacqueline, which has been bought up by Malaysia, even though they're quite worth. Nobody wants them here. Quite beautiful, don't get me wrong, but the demand has been largely towards the Malaysian market. But this is actually a very, very good condition. Look at the crazy, beautiful leaves up close. There are some variegated local Adansonia. Oh my god, I have to my camera. This is really, really nice. Their prices have come down quite a lot since. So if you've been considering getting one of these, to get them. This is really pretty. It says it's the Aglaonema minion. Look at the really, really translucent petiole here. Really nice. And this is not cheap. This is 12 million. Oh my goodness. But this is really, really pretty. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks a little bit like the Lotus Delight, but this one seems a little bit more red. And there are a lot of variegated Monsteras here. They're still quite pricey now, surprisingly. Yeah, I'm looking at the prices. This is 800. Oh, sorry, this is 8 million, but it's got a few leaves. This is the first time I've seen this. This is the Aglaonema Silver Sword. It's how much is this? 1 million or 100? Oh, it's only 108,000. This is actually quite nice. This is really, really beautiful. It's got this frosty appearance to it. And this is also the Silver Sword. I quite like it. This is the Abelmoschus. It says Aspi Papua, and I actually covered this in my last video. This is a hot plant that's coming in from Indonesia. Likes to be in direct sunlight. Look at the beautiful petiole, and look at how robust it is. This is probably easy to propagate, but it is actually very expensive now. It's a very sought after plant. Look at the phallic shaped leaves. So cute. And it's like really, really beautiful, beautiful plants. This one here, it just says it's a calathea, and it's not a cheap calathea by any means, but look at the leaves, it looks like aroid leaves, you know? Even the variegation looks very aroid-like. But the growth pattern here definitely looks like a calathea. That's crazy, this is super nice. And there's a Homa alumina that's variegated here. And this is a Philodendron lemon variegated. This is actually a common plant. I used to call these the mall toilet plants, but the variegated one has just come out. This is so interesting. And it's 18 million, holy cow. This is so expensive. The green version is actually one of the cheapest philodendrons money can buy. This is an interesting baby Anthurium. This is Pita, I don't know, I've never seen this before. This is cute actually, the Chorong bar. I'm sure it's got a Latin name, but it's the one that has a cup shape to the leaf. There's a lot of the Florida beauty coming into the market, and I'm suspecting that their prices will probably stabilize soon. I mean, it will start peaking and coming down. But I don't know, that's my prediction because I've seen quite a lot of these out in the market lately, and they have been climbing. This is so cute. This is the Anthurium dorayaki. It says Ori, which means original, for 1 million. Very, very cute leaves, and it's actually very, very tiny leaves. Now, I don't know if you remember the Holtonianum that I showed earlier in the video. This is actually what the baby looks like, and this is how they're normally sold. And the Gloriosum is actually normally very cheap, but this one itself is actually very, very expensive. It is a Philodendron Gloriosum dark form. Look at how nice and dark the leaves are. Very nice. This is a Philodendron Splendid. It's a Veracruzum and Melanochrysum hybrid. It's actually very affordable now. Amazing. Some of the hybrids tend to be less expensive, maybe because they're faster growing, they're easier to care for than the species. This one's really interesting, this Aglaonema color. It's actually very nice. This is going for 4 million Indonesian rupiah. Not cheap. Philodendron yellow Congo. Look at that new leaf. But very, very interesting variegation. This is super cute. Oh my god, this is a African violet, but it's variegated. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it says violet, says Variegated. 50,000. I'm buying this. Seriously, I'm walking away with this plant. Look at how nice this is. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. And it's a very good price. I love a good deal. Look at the inside. Oh my god, look at the petioles. Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm walking away with this for sure. I'm coming back for you. And this is what the African violet flowers sometimes look like. They're actually quite stunning. And this is the foliage. Very, very nice. I do want this too. This is 100,000. It's actually more expensive than the variegated one that we saw earlier. But look at how pretty this is. I have one of these. Oh my god, this is so nice. I have one of these at home and the flower does not look this nice. And the petiole is red. Oh my gosh. This is a really beautiful Philodendron white knight. Look at the variegation on these. The variegation is actually stable but irregular. So sometimes you have to propagate it often. 4 million and 4.2 million. This is really cool too, the Philodendron pink marble. This is the baby form. How cute. Oh, this one's Syngonium rayi. Very interesting Syngonium. I've never seen this before. 3.2 million. Very nice. It does look like the Syngonium winlandii, but a little bit different. It's got a bit of red on the leaf. This is so cute, and it's flowering on time because this is right around Thanksgiving. Mine hasn't flowered before, but and this is 650,000, which is actually quite expensive for this. But if you buy a at a decent price. You only get 1 or 2 cuttings. This is a full bowl of it. This is very nice. I'm still figuring out the conditions that will allow it to flower here in Indonesia because we don't have winters here. This one's a little bit new to me. It says it's the Rhaphidophora puberlula variegata, 6 million Indonesian rupiah. A lot of these Rhaphidophores are coming in hot into the market, and these are just the variegated one. I'm sure the mature form looks different because Rhaphidophoras are true epiphytes and they have a mature form. So this may look very interesting as a mature form. So nice. Look at the beautiful variegation on this. This is a little bit different. This is the Rhaphidophora foraminifera variegata. Very, very expensive, 33 million. But look at how beautiful this is. This is almost like green on green type variegation on the leaf. Very nice. And I'm sure the mature leaves will look a little bit different from this too. And this one is the Rhaphidophora this is so new to me. There's so many rare and weird species. But Indonesian Aroids are going to come in hot into the market, just so you know. It's going to be the next big thing. 76 million, and this is what it looks like. Again, there are climbers to climb. This is the Rhaphidophora puberlula variegata. I believe this is the one I saw earlier. But this is what it looks like when it's allowed to climb up. Interesting. This here is the Rhaphidophora, and this is the variegated one. I believe this is 56 million. Interesting, my goodness. And a little bit like this. A lot of Rhaphidophores have holes, so they look like a little bit like the Adansonii. This is really interesting. This is the Scindapsus longi variegata, 5.8 million. This is completely new to me. This is turning into a rare plant tour without me knowing this. This is the Rhaphidophora varieties, 18 million. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit blown away. This is another Syngonium chiapense. These are coming in a little bit hot in the market too. I've been seeing these pop up. 50 million Indonesian rupiah. Very expensive, my goodness. This is the variegated Anthurium clarinervium. My goodness, it's going for 21 million. That is crazy. But look at how beautiful it is. My goodness. And the variegation seems to be pretty stable because all the leaves have variegation. This is the Dioscorea discolor. Very nice. I'm growing few of these out. Really, really spectacular leaves. Becoming a little bit more affordable. I actually bought this for 2.5 million. It's now 1.7. This is the yellow variegated of the Adansonii. Actually for 2.9. This is a pretty decent price, I think. I don't see these out a lot often, but their prices are falling quite sharply. But this is actually a decent price. I would expect the yellow variegated to cost a lot more. This is really, really interesting. It says here is the Epipremnum kujang. Look at how nice the variegation is. It looks almost like the Epipremnum aureum. It's a bit dreamlike with the variegation, and the shape is really interesting. Look at very, very interesting shape. And let me show you the price. This is 1.7 million. Actually, this is not that bad. This is actually a very good price. I've never seen this species before. Truly remarkable. Really, really like the variegation on there. And then I'm gonna close this video with some pots here. Pots, really I guess. Super cute. The cactus pot over here. I'll close this video. There's some talk show happening, so it's gonna get a bit loud back there. And yeah, some piece here. I will. Bye.